Hi guys, so today I'm coming to you with my Butter London collection, and as you can see it's not very many, so let's get started. Okay, so the first one I have today is Trustafarian, and this is a holographic. It's kind of like a light green, yellowish colored holographic. It's kind of like, is it Kismet of the Color Club Halo hues? Let's swatch it and see how it is. And naturally, the first one that I pick up, the lid has to be like wrenched on, right? Okay. Okay, so right here we're gonna swatch. It's a very nice formula. Although it will need a second coat. So let's move on to the next one. And this one everybody knows is Jack the Lad. And it's kind of like a blue, green. It's glitter, but it's real fine glitter. There's a gold shimmer in there as well. So let's go ahead and swatch it. It kind of looks like it's in like a blue jelly base. This one has an okay formula. Definitely only 2 coats. Next, Big Smoke. And all this looks like to me is a blue metallic. I got this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, I don't remember. So let's give it a swatch. Looks like this is in a blackened base. So maybe it's like a blue shimmer in a black base. These consistencies all seem to be fairly thin, but they don't seem to run, so that's good. This next one was my first one, and I had to have it. I just think it's so cool. It's called Knackered. And I actually found not a dupe, but a recreation to do this myself. It's Wet n Wild, the Fast Dry in Grey's Anatomy. And then you just put some fairy dust or Northern Lights over the top of it. And it looks very similar to this. So let's go 1 coat of Knackered. And it's very sheer, like it's a very light color. So it would either benefit from going over a dark color, or you're going to have to use a lot of coats. I'm only doing 2 coats. I know when I use Grey's Anatomy is kind of the same consistency. I think I needed like 3 or 4 coats. This here beauty, Shambolic. This is like a purple glitter. Silver glitters there, and there's holographic glitters mixed in there. You can kind of see them catching the light. I wore this one. This one is beautiful. I'll try to remember to insert a picture. And this is in a darkened base as well. And I think I did 3 coats on when I wore it. Next one up is another holographic. This one is called Dodgy Barnett. And it's just your silver. It's nothing really spectacular. It's just silver. It's holographic, so I had to have it because I don't care. It's holographic. Okay, so first coat, Dodgy Barnett. Now these holographic ones have a real nice formula. Like it just glides on. Last one, and then we can go back for the second coats, is No More Weighty Katie. And this is kind of like a gray with almost like a lilac colored glitter in there. Let's get her swatched. I think I wore this too, and I almost don't think I liked it. But I could be wrong. I'll have to find the swatches on my Pinterest and add them, like I try to do all the time. So that is one coat of No More Weighty Katie. And I'm going to go back over here to Trustafarian and come back with the second coat. I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't get my frames right today. There we go. Maybe that'll work better. Okay. So 2 coats of Trustafarian. Two coats of Jack the Lad. This formula doesn't seem to be as good. I did have to just re-dip. And maybe it's because I'm wiping too much off. And it is still a little patchy there. So I just might not have put in a thick enough coat on. But you see, every time I go over it, it's kind of like pulling. So I don't know if that's probably my fault. It's always user error. Okay, here's 2 coats of Big Smoke. This one covers completely in 2 coats. There's nothing special about it. I can't say run out and buy it. It's a pretty blue, but again, there's really nothing special about it. Here is 2 coats of Knackered. And this kind of almost has that oil slick finish, so yeah, I would say it needs to be put over a black. And how about just for shits and giggles, I'm going to put down a coat of Dark Knight from Funky Fingers, which, let me tell you, this is a great black stamping polish. So I'll put down 1 coat of this just to show you. Now look at how opaque that is. That's beautiful for a black. Alright, I'm gonna go and come over here to Shambolic, and I've got that hazy film again coming over because it's humid out, and I really hate that, and I'm sorry guys. But here is 2 coats of Shambolic. Two coats here of Dodgy Barnett. And again, this is a wonderful formula. And 2 coats of No More Weighty Katie. And again, it's got that fucking film on it. Sorry. Cover your kids' ears. This one seemed to cover pretty good in 2 coats. Still looks a little, sorry guys, looks a little streaky, but look at how shiny that black is. Oh my god, today. So I'm going to put one coat of Knackered over the black. So, and there we have it. Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to grab my Grey's Anatomy, put another coat of black on, and I'm going to show you that you can do your own. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the black with a coat of Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy and China Glaze's Fairy Dust. Now, I'm going to try and go back around and add some top coat on here because these all friggin' frosted up. So, let me top coat that quick so I can show you the comparison. Now, naturally, the one that I did with China Glaze has more fairy dust on it, but there's the two of them together. So, I mean, very similar. So, you could pay $7 for a, how much is, I don't even know how much Butter London is full price because I've not bought one full price. Okay, now this is probably going to look messed up. But here is No More Weighty Katie. This is still kind of sheer. But it's that pretty gray cream with like a lilac colored glitter in there. Next up we have Trustafarian, which is, or I'm sorry, Dodgy Barnett, which is the silver holographic. And I actually believe on these, top coat will lessen the effect. I mean, it didn't need top coat. It was pretty smooth and shiny, but I have this humidity problem here today, so I top coated it and now it looks like crap. Next we have Shambolic, and that is just so pretty. Okay, here is Knackered all by itself, 2 coats. And on the end I'll show you, I'll go and put 2 coats of Grey's Anatomy, and you know, there is Big Smoke, and this didn't really swatch nice. This was Jack the Lad, and now we have Trustafarian, which was that green holographic that kind of looks like Color Club's Kismet. Alright, on this one here, let me put 2 coats of Grey's Anatomy. I mean, now, and it is fast dry, so, and it is still available. So you can, I mean, I know they've been revamping the Wet n Wild and everything, but Grey's Anatomy is still available. So you can still purchase it. I just want to show you the, you're not going to be able to see it now. Everything's just friggin' hazed the hell over. It really pisses me off. Here is 2 coats of Grey's Anatomy. Formula on this is great, but we'll get into that more when I do my Wet n Wild. And here, of course, is Fairy Dust, which everybody knows and most people love. You know, while I'm waiting for that to dry a second, let me tell you what's on my nails. Right now I have, hang on. I have Essie's Allure, which I showed you guys in my very first video, which was Essie. You can tell it is a crelly-ish consistency. And I kind of jelly crelly sandwiched it with Hot Pink by Milani, which is this really pretty pink and holographic glitter. And of course you can't show you this hand because the other hand is all booger the hell up from breaks and stuff. I mean, you can't tell that it's holographic anymore. A little bit, but I think that looks cool. And it's probably really the only reason why I kept Allure, is because I wanted to do some jelly sandwiches. And sandwiches, yes, I said sandwiches. Okay, so let's put one coat of fairy dust over top of the Grey's Anatomy. And you're not going to be able to tell because they want hazed over again. But just wet it a minute. So there is Knackered from Buttered London. And here is my version. Wet n Wild, Grey's Anatomy, and China Glaze Fairy Dust. And all of the friggin' haziness and shit. So, alright guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any collection suggestions, let me know down there as well. And as always, stay polished. I hope everybody had a safe and happy 4th. I know this is going to be coming up almost a week after the 4th, but again, I hope everybody had a happy and safe 4th regardless of when this video is coming to you. Thanks again. Stay polished.